In a shocking turn of events, it seems like Lewis Hamilton might just be making a monumental move to Ferrari. As rumors swirl about Hamilton replacing Carlos Sainz at the iconic Italian racing team, speculation is running wild. Could this be the moment we've all been waiting for? Is Hamilton about to switch teams and join the ranks of the Prancing Horse? The anticipation is palpable as fans eagerly await confirmation of this blockbuster transfer. So let's dive into this video today to know. Reports suggest that Lewis Hamilton might leave Mercedes and join Ferrari in 2025 to race alongside Charles Leclerc. Even though there were talks about Hamilton moving to Ferrari before, he always said he liked being with Mercedes. In 2023, he even signed a new 2-year contract to stay with Mercedes, the team he has been with since 2013. But Ferrari's chairman, Elkann, really likes Hamilton. According to reports from Italian media, he's been working on a deal to bring Hamilton to Ferrari so he can race with Leclerc starting in the 2025 season. If this happens, Carlos Sainz would have to leave Ferrari. Leclerc recently signed a long-term contract with Ferrari, but Sainz's future with the team is uncertain. His current contract ends after the 2024 season. Sainz wants to stay with Ferrari for 2 more years, but it's not clear if that will happen. Some rumors suggest that he might go to Audi to race there. When Lewis Hamilton signed his new contract with Mercedes in 2023, British media reported that Ferrari had offered him a contract. But both Hamilton and the boss of Ferrari's racing team, Frédéric Vasseur, said this wasn't true. Vasseur and Hamilton have known each other for a long time. Vasseur used to manage Hamilton when he raced for his Art Grand Prix team in GP2. When Racing News 665 asked Mercedes for a comment about this, they chose not to say anything. The official announcement about Hamilton leaving Mercedes was made on Thursday evening. This marks the end of his time with the team after the 2024 season. The news of Hamilton departing Mercedes. Lewis Hamilton, who has won the Formula One World Championship 7 times, will leave the Mercedes Formula One team after the 2024 season. Many believe he will then join Ferrari and Charles Leclerc. Hamilton started racing for Mercedes in 2013 after leaving McLaren, which surprised many people at the time. But he went on to win 6 F1 championships with Mercedes, who became strong during the first years of the turbo hybrid era. In 2023, Hamilton signed a new 2-year contract with Mercedes. However, in the second year of the contract, there was an option that Hamilton could choose not to take, and he decided to opt out of it. Mercedes hasn't been as competitive as before in the last 2 seasons, mainly because of new technical rules. The last time Hamilton won a race was at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix in 2021. Meanwhile, their main rival Red Bull has been winning most races. Even though Mercedes will still have George Russell racing for them after 2024, they now need to find another driver to join their team. Also, Charles Leclerc signed a new contract with Ferrari last week, and he'll be Hamilton's teammate starting from next year, considered one of F1's biggest ever moves. Hamilton is the most successful driver in F1 history with 103 wins and 104 pole positions. The only other driver with 7 world titles is Michael Schumacher. After leaving McLaren, Hamilton joined Mercedes in 2013 and has since won 6 world titles with them. Although there were talks about him going to Ferrari this year, he signed a new contract with Mercedes last summer, along with his teammate George Russell, to stay until the end of 2025. The new F1 season for 2024 starts with the Bahrain Grand Prix from February 29 to March 2. You can watch it live on Sky Sports F1. Sky Sports News' Craig Slater expressed how challenging it is to end a successful sports career. He compared it to Lionel Messi, who had the World Cup as a possible career pinnacle. Slater questioned what Lewis Hamilton could do to improve his already brilliant career. He suggested that spending a couple of years with Ferrari as Michael Schumacher did, and potentially winning an 8th world title could be the ultimate achievement. Schumacher won 5 of his 7 titles with Ferrari, which would be a significant accomplishment for Hamilton. At 39 years old, this might be Hamilton's final chance to race for Ferrari. While he has achieved a lot with Mercedes and previously talked about ending his career with them, he also admires Ayrton Senna, who never raced for Ferrari. Slater pondered whether it's a risk for Hamilton to switch teams at this stage, especially considering his recent years without a win and Red Bull's dominance. Looking ahead to 2025, Slater noted that Ferrari has been competitive with Mercedes in the past, but has been trailing behind Red Bull. Joining Ferrari presents both opportunities and challenges for Hamilton as he navigates the next phase of his racing career. Hamilton's past links to Ferrari. Lewis Hamilton has been connected to Ferrari multiple times throughout his Formula One career, which began in 2007 with McLaren. He won his first World Championship with McLaren in 2008, but switched to Mercedes at the end of 2012. With Mercedes, he has become part of the most successful team-driver partnership in F1 history, winning 82 races together. However, Hamilton has not been as competitive since the controversial 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Red Bull adapted well to the new 2022 regulations, leaving Mercedes behind. In 2022, Hamilton didn't win any races or take pole position for the first time in his career, and his winless streak continued into 2023. Although Hamilton had discussions with Ferrari last year and had been linked to them before, Ferrari's team principal, Frederic Vasseur, said they never offered him a contract. In an interview with ESPN in May 2023, Hamilton admitted that he had considered ending his career with McLaren or even joining Ferrari. However, he felt at home with Mercedes and was content there, even though he hadn't signed a new contract at the time of the interview. Charles Leclerc has been with Ferrari since 2019, and Hamilton will be his third teammate at Scuderia. He previously partnered with Sebastian Vettel for 2 seasons and then with Carlos Sainz in 2021. During a period of intense speculation, reporters asked Charles Leclerc about the prospect of competing against Lewis Hamilton on the same team. Leclerc jokingly remarked that it would likely become front-page news if he said yes. However, he then gave his genuine response, expressing his enthusiasm about the idea of having Hamilton as a teammate. Leclerc acknowledged Hamilton's incredible talent and achievements in the sport, stating that anyone on the grid would benefit from having him as a teammate and would learn a lot from him. Despite this, Leclerc emphasized that he is content with where he is and enjoys a great relationship with his current teammate, Carlos Sainz. If Hamilton's move to Ferrari does happen, it means the end of the partnership between Leclerc and Sainz. Leclerc recently extended his contract with Ferrari, indicating that Sainz would likely be the one to lose his place in the team to accommodate Hamilton. As for Mercedes, it's uncertain what decision they will make regarding their driver lineup. While there is talk about the promising young talent Andrea Kimi Antonelli, who is just 17 years old and hasn't even raced in F2 yet, it seems unlikely that Mercedes would put such a young driver into one of their top seats on the F1 grid by 2025. So, I think anybody on the grid will love to have Lewis as a teammate, as everybody will learn a lot from him. But yeah, again, I'm happy where I am. And with Carlos, it's a great relationship too. Who will replace Hamilton? Hamilton's unexpected announcement puts Mercedes in a difficult situation because they're losing a driver considered one of the greatest in Formula One history. Additionally, Carlos Sainz, who won a race last year for Ferrari, now finds himself without a drive for the 2025 season. Craig Slater commented on the situation, noting that recent contract extensions for Lando Norris at McLaren and Charles Leclerc at Ferrari may have been influenced by the possibility of Hamilton joining Ferrari. This indicates that other teams were aware that Mercedes might target their top drivers. With Hamilton leaving, it's unclear who Mercedes will promote to fill his place. Slater suggested that George Russell might become the new #1 driver within the team. Frederic Vesti, Mercedes' junior driver, isn't ready for Formula One yet. Mick Schumacher, their reserve driver, hasn't had a stellar start to his F1 career, so he might only be a temporary solution. Slater mentioned Alex Albon as a potential strong signing to replace Hamilton. So what do you think of Hamilton replacing Sainz at Ferrari? Comment below and subscribe for more.